Welcome to another episode of Cardi Kitchen. Finally gonna happen. It kind of rained today, so I'm making rainy day cookies in honor of my mom. This was one of our favorite little desserts or cookie when we were growing up as kids, and it's such a simple recipe. I'm hopefully gonna do this correct like I have done in the past. And I'm going to do the gauntlet. I'm throwing the gauntlet down to my sisters because they, especially my sister Kathy, thinks that she can make these cookies better than me, but it just isn't so. So one of these times we'll get together and make these cookies together and, you know, have a cookie off. Anyhow, so here are our ingredients, our simple ingredients today. You need 3/4 cup of cold Crisco, 1 teaspoon of salt. You need your sugar and cinnamon, and that's going to be determine how much you put on there on your flavor. And then 2 cups of flour, and then you need some ice cold water for mixing, and you're just going to be adding a little teaspoon or tablespoon here and there to make the pie crust. And you're going to roll it out, and then add the cinnamon. You're going to put it, roll the dough, and then you're going to cut it in about inch squares and put it in the oven at 400 degrees. And here we go. So let's go ahead. And of course, I always sift my flour because it makes your ingredients go in there and mix better. And again, that's 2 cups. I'm going to add the teaspoon of salt, 3/4 cup of chilled Crisco. And then some people dig their hands in it or use a beater or a cutter, but I just use a fork. And this is how I mix my dough to get ready for the cookies. Okay, so I'm adding some cold water. I put the flour on my breadboard here, and then I'm just going to mix this until I get a nice firm ball. And again, you want your, you know, this is going to be make a crusty, nice and easy crusty type of dough here, so we can roll it. All you do is just kind of add a little bit more cold water. Again, you're doing about 2 or 3, between 2 and 4 tablespoons of water, and you just keep, you know, mashing it together. Mixing, I should say, or kneading. Here we go. We're using big words now. Kneading. Here we go. That's looking really good. And you just add just 1 more teaspoon of water. Ice cold water. I should just do it right about there. Dough is ready. Make it into like a little loaf, and I just do this in thirds, like that. Set your dough off to the side here. You can take a little little flour, and just get your breadboard a little bit there. So your dough's there, a little flour, a little bit on your rolling pin here. And then you just roll this out a little bit here. And you want to make this about a 1/2 inch thick. It's not how wide you can make this, it's how thin you're going to make this. And you can see it looks really good as far as the thickness, right? So they're getting a little shot of that on the thickness, right? So you want it about right there like that, because you want a little bite on the cookie. And that should do it. So I'm a cinnamon guy, and I really, really, truly love cinnamon. You just take your cinnamon and sugar, and you pour it all inside right here like this. Then you're gonna roll this like a cigar. If you rolled cigars, that's how you roll it. And you just take your crust, gently start rolling it, and as you roll it, you want to make it as tight as possible. You just got to make you want to make little pinwheels. When we cut this, it's going to look like little pinwheels. So we're just gonna go ahead and roll this. Now what I do a little bit here, because I know my sisters don't, so I add just a little bit more, you know, on some of the rolls. Because like I said, I love sugar and cinnamon. And we just go ahead real tight like this. And you squeeze it as you go down. Just like this. And then just one little bit of sugar and cinnamon for the last roll. And there you go. So now you want to make sure you're squeezing this all the way through. You make a nice little cigar type of shape there, and then you get your cutter, and you want to go, I want to say about, you know, half an inch, and you're going to just slice all the way through. All right, here we go. And you're going to make little pinwheels just like that. And then you get your cookie sheet. And we're going to just line them up here like this. So we'll put these all together. And we're going to bake them at 400 degrees until golden brown. And about halfway through, about 10 minutes, I'm going to go ahead and flip them. And then make the other side golden brown. Okay, we got our pinwheels all ready, and oven's at temperature at 400, and then I just sprinkle a little extra cinnamon on the top, which will caramelize during the cooking. And you're going to put these in the oven until golden brown, and then pull them out, flip them over, and finish it off. So these are ready for the oven. Cindy and Kathy, I'm calling you out. Here we go. Okay, and there's the beautiful pinwheels, all ready for tasting and love. Now I just add because they're so hot still, just adding a little more, you know, cinnamon and sugar. And then what I also like to do for me, Kathy and Cindy, I like to take a few, and I like to add some Hershey's chocolate syrup, because again, just enough to make them beautiful, right? And there you go. These are rainy day cookies that you should only make on rainy days or a snowy day. I'm gonna go ahead and give it a bite here. These are extremely hot, but wish me luck. Oh. So flaky, so much cinnamon and sugar. It is absolutely delicious. Well, thanks again for another Cardi Kitchen, another one in the can. Have a wonderful day, and don't forget to subscribe and make the likes.